everyone, my name is Neve and welcome to a very crisp day here in Seoul. And since I'm in Korea, that means we have a very important task to complete, which of course is to go to Daiso. And this time I actually have a list of some things I need as opposed to just cute fun things. So we're gonna head to the subway station now and go to Daiso. Gacha! -degrees, but of course never too cold for an iced drink. We have made it to my favorite shop in the entire world. Selfie! First step, obviously grab a basket for all the fun treats we're about to purchase. Thank you. Lots of Christmas cards. You can either get 2 regular sized for 1,000 won or 2 mini for 500 won. When you first walk in, bam, you have the seasonal stuff, which right now does happen to be Christmas. Normally it's something, dare I say, a bit cuter, a bit more fun, but there's some decent Christmas stuff in here. These characters really remind me of the characters they have in Butter, but then I saw it's actually a collab with Line Friends. There seems to be this silly frog like Santa, a chicken. I think, yeah, there's this bear and a white rabbit. So they have drawstring bags, keychains, headbands. If you could only get one Christmas bag charm, which are you choosing? Santa bear, bear hot chocolate, snowman, polar bear, dog snowman. Hard decisions. I love this set of bobbins that's like Christmas, and then the bobbins are just completely plain. But 1,000 won for 32. Selection of Christmassy crafts, all 1,000 won. I'm pretty sure they're all supposed to be crocheted. Mitten, Christmas tree, reindeer. Okay, I'm gonna leave the Christmas section because unless you're coming to Korea in the next limited number of days, this section is no good for you. I swear every time I come to Daiso, I buy magnets. But I mean, how can you resist this? Tom and Jerry, bears, a teddy bear cycling a bike with a seagull. I have this one, teddy bear in the supermarket. Underwater, clip, hearts, home. They have stickers that match this. Puppies, heart clips, strawberry. I just can't. Someone needs to hold me back for real. I kind of want this pack purely for the boarding pass because I have visions one day I'll make a scrapbook and that would be fantastic. Stickers, not just memo pages. 30 designs for 1,000 won. There was a whole stand dedicated to these type of beads in Dongdaemun. I could create a little fish tank scene. Do I need this? There's also a pudding flower pattern, clover, and a booby in the DIY section. And if anyone is curious, these fit Labubu's. I have bought my Booski this. Now, to be honest, the top, great fit. The trousers, I busted them open to make a skirt, and it's quite slim fit skirt. And I got this outfit again, jumper good, skirt a bit slim fit. But I don't think these kind of trousers would work. I just don't think they'd stretch enough. And I'm not sure about these kind of tops that don't look that stretchy either. And obviously his ears aren't going to fit in the hats. But you can probably squish his ears in and then, you know, not use it as a keyring. They also have a pretty decent selection of felts. These are imported from Japan. I can tell by this logo. This color scheme, this one, this one, this one. It's 1,000 won. And it's washable felt. 10 colors, 2 big pieces, 8 small. These ones are probably better sizes of felt, but it's all kind of the same color, or I guess pastels. Getting this for my mom because she's a crocheter, and what if she needs to crochet on the go with tiny hooks? 3 hooks, 1,000 won. They actually have an extensive range of yarn in Daiso, if you're looking. Seems to be 1,000 a ball. Well, 3,000 for the thickies. And I want this for my friend because she's quite into macrame. So this could be a fun little task. It's flowers. 1,000 won. They have this glue, you know, for doing that thing. What is that called? I can't remember. You can decorate your photo cards or do phone cases. I really want to make some little snack goodie bags, if you will, for my cousins. So let's see what I can find. In particular, individually wrapped things, because that will just be easier for splitting. But not great for the environment, I guess. Ooh, corn crisps. These sweet chocolate turtle crisps are actually quite nice. They're kind of similar to eating cereal, and there's regular version, which is corn soup flavor. The crisps here, they are a bit sweet, and I think I much prefer a salty crisp, unfortunately. Ooh, but I could be tempted by melon. It's quite a big bag though. I got a bag of these dubu yache crisps on the way here. It's surprisingly very nice. I think they would go really well with hummus. I think I should try this. My faves. Not so much the grape flavor, but these two and the peach. And then these flavors. The honeydew melon. And the lychee. Sorry, I think it's lychee. Sunny peach. And these gummy sweets. The mango one is so delicious. It tastes so legit mango-y. There's also a peach and strawberry flavor, but they do not have them this time. And I found out these are 300 won less in Art Box, as they're only 1,200 there. And I think I saw peach there. I missed it. The peach gummies are here. Maybe this is where I saw them, not Art Box. I also highly recommend these little chocolate biscuit mushrooms, as well as the strawberry chocolate version. These are 1,000 won for the box. Yes. And these cinnamon bun Oreos are scrumdiddlyumptious and so festive. 1,500 for the box. They also have strawberry and regular. I think I'll give these a try. White hazelnut cream and regular chocolate hazelnut cream. How much? I don't know, probably 1,000. And if they're nice, they have a big pack. They're playing Sabrina Carpenter Fruitcake. Santa doesn't know you like I do. Okay, taste. Top Demon Hunters. Ramen. This is a good option for my snack pack. If these are the almonds that are covered in this strawberry candy coating, these are the ones, you guys. They also have a small selection of the honey butter almond friends, regular garlic bread, wasabi almond and peanuts, wasabi, caramel butter almond and pretzel, baked corn, all the classics. I think it's all 1,001 each. Who knows? And they have jumbo packets. 3,001 for 6 packets. That's good. 501 each. Have strawberry, chocolate, and I saw a blueberry on the other side. This is clever. Stack your, I guess, eye brushes, like those pencils. 2001. 4 brushes and a lid. They also have it in these sponge versions. I'm looking for another mini powder brush. They have these sets. Don't really need a tin. They're quite large for a mini. I guess they have this option. It's a brush and the bottom is silicone for applying things. Oh, it's so squishy. Have a brown one or a white one? The white one looks denser, so maybe this will be good. 2,000 each. Here's a lap of the current makeup displays. I'm quite intrigued by these. No, it's these actually. They're the ones, you know, you put on, then peel off and it leaves a stain. I tested all the shades on my hand the other day and it was very nice. 4 shades, 2001. Ooh, same thing for your eyebrows. But neither of these colors are really mine. However, this little eyebrow kit I think will be a good match. Okay, this one doesn't have it, but it's 2 colors and then a little brush. This one is ash brown. And this one, I think, is natural brown. It's actually warm and cool. Warm on top, cool on the bottom. Makeup keychains, lip and cheek. 3,001. 8 colors. They also have this. 3,000. I'd be thinking, wow, this foundation is such a good color match. It basically disappears. And again, no wonder it disappears because it's only a Veil Skin Tone Up base. Everything is popular. Hey, this cow makes sweets as well as body care. I actually saw on the app they have a special tiny dry shampoo for bangs. I wonder, is that here? What a concept. Pear and freesia and ylang ylang. And if I was recommending something to you, it would be this card mirror. Fits in your wallet, has a mirror on the back. It's just so handy. You know when you feel like something's not right on your face and you try looking the phone camera, it doesn't quite cut it? Game changer. I have one in my purse as we speak. They're only 1,001. Lots of different designs, but some of them are, you know how there's like cute characters, just not quite what I'd be expecting. Ooh, fake hair. Foldable comb and mirror set for on the go. All folds up. Hello, my sweetie. I kind of need a small comb for travel. And I was looking at this, but I think I need something wider. I think these are definitely meant for fringes and fine hair. I need something like this, but just like this. Realistic food keyrings. Jelly cat. Who? Plushy keychains. Is a cat dressed as a peach? Oh, I kind of need that. 복숭아 고양이? My life just flashed before my eyes. I thought my finger was stuck in one of these rings, but she's free. I'm after a plain black headband, but this one, I want something a bit thicker. This is like 1 finger width. I want maybe 2. That's the closest they have. This one's thicker, but it has this. And this one maybe. Oh, this could do. I think it's patterned, but it's subtle. Winnie the Pooh section. Look, it's Piglet and Pooh as desserts. Winnie the Pooh weighing scales. It's for food only. I think that's max 1 kilo. Little twin stars have their own range now. Peanuts also have their own section. I did buy this the other day. Lucy, excuse me. I think it was 2001? Yeah, 2000. Extensive range of pens. Ooh, a pen with Lucy. Do I need it? And it's purple, my favorite color. 2001 socks. They have a letter writing kit, as well as a mini letter writing kit. They have both Snoopy and Charlie Brown, and Snoopy and Charlie Brown memo pages. Not sure what these are. Oh, it's like a badge. Oh, it's for the car. Lots of notebooks as well. And here's the rest of the Sanrio section. Mainly Hello Kitty and My Melody. But they do have some Kuromi, cinnamon roll, and pom pom porn plushies. Hello Kitty as a chicken. 3001. Ooh, Esther Bunny. Picked this up the other day as well. Christmas Hello Kitty. They also have a My Melody version. Hello Kitty. My Melody. Tom, Jerry, and Tweety Pie section. I loved Tweety Pie as a child. A case with 60 stickers. Aww. Tweety Pie and my favorite color. 1001. Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jerry. Some Kuromi pouches. Crayon Shin-chan has his own section as well. Washi tape stickers, notebooks, sticker rolls, pouches. Hey, he went to London. Anywhere else? Stickers. Ooh, these are pretty. 3 of the same design. 1001. I know this brand. Pink rabbits, creamy dog, beige bear, 2000. Patrick SpongeBob. Squidward. 2001. 22 to 25 centimeters. I'm pretty sure that's about a 3 to 6 in Irish sizes. Full Patrick, full Squiddy. SpongeBob clothes, Squidward clothes, Patrick clothes, full sponge. $3,000. A puffy makeup bag. $2,000. My Melody. $2,000. $1,000. $3,000. Little purses. In the car section, they have these tiny Snoopy and Charlie Brown little hooks. They just stick on, so as you can see, they hold maybe a mask and a keychain. Wait, maybe I kind of need this in case of emergency. So I can smash my car windows off, cut my seatbelt. And is that a whistle? I think it's a safety whistle because they have an SOS alarm. So is it a whistle? See, this is where I'm looking at things I don't need, but I'm like, yeah, I might need to cut my seatbelt one day. Well, hopefully not, but you never know. Ooh, a carbon. Speaking of things I need, I want plug and a spare phone charging wire, and if I could get a headphone adapter or just headphones with the pin plug. I could also use an aesthetic gift bag because one of my besties had a baby and I have a present. Hello Kitty. Necklaces for your tiny dog or cat and this frilly collar. This one is so coquette. Okay, you can also fully kit out your fish tank here. I particularly like the decorative section. Obviously, even the napkins are adorable. Well, these ones are plain. But the cat and an octopus. Moment. Bye bye. Farewell. On to the haul portion of the video. We're going to start with the item that's holding the majority of my haul, and that is this insulated lunch bag. Doesn't really fit in the frame. You can see it better right here. 2001. The reason I like this so much, it's very boxy, so you can really fill it to the brim, and it has a handy external pocket so you can get easy access to tissues or hand sanitizer without having to unzip the main body. They suggest you can stick your phone in there. So now we can unzip this and root through all of the goodies I have in here. Starting with snacks, I got all 3 flavors of the gummy sweets, strawberry, peach, mango, 1,500 per bag. And I got the apple and strawberry of the high chew sweets. These are 1,001 per bag. And don't let this humble scene fool you. All of the snacks, well, most of the snacks, I bought multiples of each item. Also for sweets, I got these and these. These are just little watermelon wedges. I buy these every time I'm in Korea. They're so yummy. 1,001, and it is a smaller bag than those ones. So, you know, you can just eat these all to yourself, no problemo. And I got the tomato sweets. Now, if you like tomatoes, you may go feral for these. How they made these taste so much like an actual cherry tomato is a bit mind-boggling. They're a hard boiled sweet. I don't know why. I was thinking they were going to be more like this chewy texture, and it legit tastes like you're eating a tomato. If you put some wet seeds in your mouth, I'm pretty sure you would think it was a cherry tomato. Worth a try. The packet was very empty, to be honest. I swear there was maybe 10 sweets total. Glad I bought them though. And then these were the last few snacks I got that I haven't already eaten. White hazelnut wafer things. These were okay. The wafer texture wasn't my fave. I prefer more crunchy crisp wafer than styrofoamy wafer. Not that these tasted like styrofoam, but you know what I mean. I like it on the crisper end. The strawberry almonds, they weren't the exact same as the ones I had before, but they were close enough. I'll show you. See, they have this pink strawberry coating. It's quite thick, and then the almond is inside. And then last but not least was the crispy ramen snack that you saw. 2001 for, it was 4 packets. These I was really surprised about. I thought they were going to be very crisp and crunchy, like legit eating instant noodles, but they were more almost in the pretzel breadstick carby starchy bready category, and they remind me of those Brazilian things that I'm not sure the name of, but they're little potato sticks that are like this big and really thin, and they sprinkle them on stuff. These are quite similar, though the Brazilian ones I think are definitely saltier. I would repurchase these and I would recommend them. Now we'll do stationery, starting with stickers. Majority of these, there's 4 sheets in each packet, and usually it's 2 different designs, 2 of each design. Starting with these ones, it's a deer and a crane design, and they have gold details, so obviously there was 2 of each in the packet for 1001. Then I have these capybara ones. These are more paper matte finish, school theme with clovers, and there's a bunny and a hamster. And then this one was actually 4 different designs, 1 of each. There is this design, and then there is this design, which look has a crane as well. And then I also got this sheet, but this was only 1 in a pack, and they're 3D wax seal stamp style, and this one reminds me of Chloe from Bratz, since you know it's blue and has angel wings. And the last stickers I got were similar to those. There's my wax seals. It's a set of 20 for 1001, and they're all different styles slash designs. For non-sticker stationery items, I did get the boarding pass scrapbooking paper set. This was 1001, and there are 5 different designs inside. I took them out to show you. First up, we have a movie review and movie ticket. Then we have dream journey ticket, receipt, the boarding pass of course, and then a book tracker, receipt, and review. These are just gonna look so good in my scrapbook. That will one day happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Then I found this stencil set, which again, I can use for my scrapbook. Different sized shapes, celebration icons, I guess, like party, travel, food, that kind of thing. And then speech bubbles, thought bubbles, banners. They were also 1001 for the 3 of them, and these are the last couple stationery bits I got. First up, I had to get the Lucy pen. I went to the Snoopy museum when I was in Tokyo, and obviously I'd heard about Snoopy and Charlie Brown, but the other characters I wasn't too familiar with, and in that museum I was reading the biography for all of the characters, and this diva Lucy just felt so connected to Lucy. Now whenever I see her, I'm like, Lucy, I need it. So I got the pen. Then I got this, which is a tweezers for stickers. When you have a tiny sticker and you're trying to place it and it keeps getting stuck to your finger or your nail and you're getting frustrated, you can't get it where you want, these absolutely save the day. Look how thin they are. I love a sticker tweezer. And this one has a cute strawberry. 1001. Then last but not least for the stationery, I have this, which looks like Tipp-Ex. However, instead of leaving a white trail behind, it leaves this, a trail of a bear, flower, paw print, and honey. This was also 1001. I have a little notebook here so we can test it together. And I'm assuming this will work well because Tipp-Ex works well. Oh, it's not working well. Okay, it's kind of working. You just gotta get it in the right position, you know? It's not working well. Leaving half and ripping the other half. This worked okay. Maybe I'm going too heavy or not heavy enough. Oh no, it's split in half. Oh, I got it now. Okay, so you just really need to lean and give it even pressure, and then it'll look like this. I was leaning a bit too heavy, it was kind of scraping the page. We lost some, but there's a ton of tape in there, and now I know. Cute. Say it with me for the scrapbook. For the beauty category, it's small but mighty. This brush I just think is great. Silicone, super squishy end, great for dipping in your foundation. And then I used the dense side to obviously apply my foundation. This was 2001. Eyebrow kit I was looking at in ash brown. This was 5001. I'm really liking the color. My only complaint is I kind of wish the brush, so it has a thin angled side and then a more fluffy side. I would prefer if it was this brush I like, and then a spoolie on this side. So that's my only complaint, but I'm happy with the actual product. Then I just picked up this SPF lip balm. I've got this before. They're great. They're 1001. I got the stackable brushes. Haven't used these yet. And it's an eyeshadow, eyebrow, lip, and eyeshadow brush, but I'll probably just use them all on my eyes. For 2001, I got this 5-pack of rings. They're so dainty. They're all different. Oh, that one looks tiny. I was like, some of them, maybe they'll fit fully on my finger. Maybe none of them will. Maybe some of them will fit halfway, some on the pinky, some on the thumb. I don't care. As long as they fit somewhere, I'm satisfied. So that's my small beauty / accessorizing section. Now onto the tech section. Woo! I found a plug. It's a collab with Pantone, so it's cotton berry. Isn't it stunning? I think this was 5,000 won. Found a charging cable, 2001, 1.5 meters. Then I found a pair of headphones that I wanted with this plug-in. These were going great. However, I didn't realize, probably because I just wasn't paying attention, you have to plug them in and then connect to the Bluetooth. So the first time I did it, it was fine, besides the fact they make this loud beep through the headphone very loudly twice. But then I tried to use them a different day and I just couldn't find them on the Bluetooth, so they just wouldn't connect. And I threw out the box, so I don't know how to pair them. I tried pressing all the buttons, nothing was happening. I can't get them to pair, so now I think they're effectively useless. I'm not gonna give up, but it's quite actually irritating that they're Bluetooth instead of just plug in and work. Second last category, and arguably one of the best, bag charms / key rings. A tiny fluffy piglet, 1001. A corn, 2001. The peach cat, 2001. Whenever I see something that is a Korean word I know, like boksunga or goyangi, I know that word, I need that. And he's 2 of them combined. Christmas Hello Kitty for 1001. This is the only one that's not cute soft fluffy. It's just an acrylic charm with a star clasp. Then again, we have my girl Lucy, 2001. This guy, Christmas Santa, that I've been wearing on my frog tote bag, that normally I just have a regular frog face keyring, but for December, this one can go on. And then a croissant. Like, look at the label. I did also get this, which is like a reindeer hood. Oh, there's the wrapper for my strawberry almonds. The hood is for him and his other friends. However, I was using it for something else, which I'll show you now in my final category. Labubu clothes. The tops are like the perfect fit, and then the reindeer hood I just mentioned fits on the Labubu. However, with the clothes, I think I prefer it when they Winnie the Pooh it and just have top no bottoms like this. Is this not so much cuter? The outfits were 2001 for top and bottom. This hood was also 2001. And that brings us to the end of my Daiso haul. Thank you so much for watching, and to everybody who's going to be celebrating, have a happy Christmas, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!